Tell us how you'll thread this needle, because I think it's a complicated one. We have social justice issues on one side, police reform on one side of the table, and on the other side of the table is a clamoring for more law and order. And the question is, can you do both at the same time?
Well, Andrew, we can do both at the same time. I've worked with the 21st Century Policing Task Force, mayors around the country, all 8 years in President Obama's cabinet. And we were able to both create safety and respect at the same time. But here's the thing. We have to remember, and I learned this from Mayor Bloomberg, I learned this with working mayors around the country, that in this modern economy, talent decides where to live and companies and capital follow. And if you believe that, then quality of life is the single most important thing a mayor can do to spur economic development. And that absolutely means focusing on safe streets. It also means ending homelessness, but it also means that we've got to bring back arts and culture in our restaurants. You know, all of us, we've been on Zoom for a year. We're eager to get out and travel again. And I think New York City could see a boom in bringing New Yorkers back, bringing tourists from around the world, but we've got to make sure everyone knows we're the safest city in the world as well.
What do you make of all of the stories that we see? And by the way, here on this network, about some of the wealthiest in New York City jumping on a private plane and deciding to spend at least some of this pandemic down in Florida, and some of them say they're not coming back.
Well, look, there may be New Yorkers who choose not to return. Certainly, I hear from a lot of my New York friends who have been away for a little while that they are eager to come back. And I think even more importantly, what we've seen is big companies, small companies making bets on New York, buying up office space. So I think there is a chance with the right leadership, with a mayor who can really focus on making us the healthiest city in the world. As I said, really letting the world know that we're the healthiest city, but also building our infrastructure. We've got to make New York a digital world leader. Right. We've got to make sure we're bringing the jobs of the future. I have a plan to make sure we're the leading public health and biotech city in the world.
Sean, where are you getting the money from? Where are you getting the money from? That's the taxes, as you know, in this city are high to begin with.
Right. And I've said over and over again, Andrew, we can't tax our way to recovery. What is unique about me in this mayoral race is nobody has worked side by side with President Biden, Vice President Harris. I led the $4 trillion federal budget. And remember, we reduced the budget deficit faster than any time since World War II under President Obama, and still made big investments. We can do the same thing in New York City if we have someone who really understands how to get our fiscal house in order in New York.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.